Alright. Poppy Ban could look for a potential Lee Sin pick for Canyon. Belveth has been a popular pick for Canyon as well. Um, Picks like the Rakan also kind of held back by the Poppy. So see what is first picked here. Wukong still on the table. Notably, Damwon does get a lot of mileage out of the Sejuani Wukong combo, but they tend to pick the Wukong first and then look for a blue 3 or R3 Sejuani. So they do pick the Corki, which will be nerfed in next patch, but that also does put a large black hole in the middle of the Damwon side of the map, which uh, the freaks can look to exploit. You could see the Seraphine Senna combo coming out here. Or they could also take the Wukong away and flex pick it into that bot lane for Teddy. We'll see what they do look for. 12.12 might also see the Wukong nerfs, so maybe less priority, but I think the pick is still worth talking about. Nar blind pick into Corki is insane. I would want some sort of early priority or any early game making potential, and Nar just doesn't do anything. Especially into Nuggery, who is usually pretty good at punishing solo laners like this. He also does take the Sejuani into the Nar. Is something that I've seen. They pick away the Tahm Kench. I wonder if they'll go for something like the Jinx here. T1 have been playing quite a bit of the Tahm Kench Jinx, even into 12.12. And so they'll go for the Aphelios. Aphelios notably had a pretty strong performance in the second game of DRX versus KT today. I believe it was Ellen, I believe, who popped off. It's the 80 carry for KT. Aiming, it was aiming. So KDF will go for the Seraphine Senna combo that Teddy took down T1 with. We'll see what the answer is to it. Also, into the Gnar, I like a pick like the Volibear, pairing up in the top lane, so we could see some early aggression banned away from KDF. I don't think we'll see a Jace ban, but something of that ilk is an interesting conversation. Sejuani is taken away from Gnar, which has been Nuggery's kind of option into it. We'll see what Nuggery looks for now. Maybe it could be something like the Irelia, known as the solo lane counter matchup into the Gnar. I could also see junglers being proud here. A couple jungle bans hitting the deck seems fair. With Wukong taken out of the picture, picks like the Lee Sin. Lee Sin is sometimes picked into the Wukong because you can kick the Wukong out of the team fight after he engages with E, and he looks for like large trades with the attack speed steroid you get on Wukong's E. But we will see. The Poppy pick notably is like very, very interesting when we get the second round of jungle bans, because that's when you do see a Poppy counter pick becoming so popular. No pun intended. Also, interestingly, we don't see anything like the Nami with the Corki. Although with package timers and stuff like that, we could still see the Volibear blind picked from Damwon. Damwon will have to blind pick 4 and 5. So we'll see what. I think freaks need to pick their their jungler here so they can R5 mid lane for Fate. Oh no. You're gonna R5 jungle, my guy? Yikes. So what are we picking in this lane? Peel seems not like a horrible situation. Both teams are looking for Omega scaling. Lane dominant pick in the top lane that also has this scaling potential in the gangplank is a pretty good one. I probably even should have expected it, considering we did say we need some lane dominance here. Do we see the Volibear to follow up on it, though, is the interesting question. Nope, just Lee Sin, like I expected originally. But having that early gank potential onto the Gnar could be very, very important. So it's not the early lanes I thought we'd see against Gnar, but still that early aggression coming in to punish what is, in my opinion, a way too early Gnar pick. Zinzao sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I can imagine it's a good pick for the Seraphine because you can shoot the ult through. But I think this should be a early game W for Damwon, considering you have the early game play with around the Lee Sin. And then if Swain wants to go for an early team fight, just try to snowball, you can just kick him out and stop the ult. So overall, pretty big from the side of Damwon. We'll see if the team that was able to take down T1, the Kwangdong Freaks, I believe. Don't cancel me. Yeah, I don't know. Kwangdong is like a fun team to watch as well. I'm a very big fan of Teddy, even though I think Gumayusi is a better fit for T1. Teddy is kind of the GOAT, so well, not the GOAT, but you know, it is what it is. As we wait out the last 8 seconds of this ad. Thanks, Bezos. Alright. We'll see. I think you would either need to punish the Gnar lane, which is like the very big kind of target on Kwangdong Freaks back, but we could also see some play in the mid lane around Corki package, potentially. Usually Damwon are in a bit of a better light when Showmaker is on picks like the Ari, like the Zoe, with the early game playmaking. Without that agency, Damwon, it's pretty much all on Canyon to carry. But you know, if I had one player to potentially carry me, I would pick the #1 player on Korea's solo queue ladder. So, not it's certainly a tall order to get that in the first place. So. For Damwon, obviously the Corki is pretty volatile, but I think they have an uphill battle to climb here in the bot lane against Teddy and Mohan. If we look at runes, Fleet Footwork from Diakdam seems nightmare material, but to survive through Senna Seraphine, which has a lot of early poke, certainly makes a lot of sense. Other places, there's not too many other controversial rune picks. I guess this sealed spellbook is something to look out for from Swain. Okay, Nuggery's giving Keen the business. He's giving him the business. Okay, you need to stop giving him the business. You need to close shop. Nugger, you need to close the shop, my guy. Giving him the business. I mean, you could probably just flash here, right? Yeah, you're fine. You need to close up shop, Nugger. Oh my lord. Okay. So, since getting some early pressure, which is something you obviously want to see with Zinzao, considering he stops being a champion at level 8. We'll see what Lee Sin looks to attempt here. Pathing down bot lane, but there's a ward to spot him out. if he decides to go towards that bot lane. Nuguri waits out Meganar. In the mid lane, everything's relatively even. Schumacher trading his health bar for Fate's mana. So Fate's going to have to spend the teleport here pretty quickly. For Senna, a very large bottleneck is Senna's mana. Obviously, on the pro stage, you're going to see this less, but especially in your solo queue games, if you see Senna spamming Q, just kind of wait it out a little bit. She spends 100 mana on every Q, and 2 more, so you can start to engage. Okay. Does Canyon win this? Oh, he does now. Dang. That was almost fucking clean. But instead, it's just really awkward. And obviously suboptimal for Lee Sin. But Lee Sin will have the slight camp advantage here. I didn't see if he did Krugs and had them reset, considering he was pathing towards bot. It's a little bit interesting. I think another interesting point is Showmaker going for Longsword refillable, having a 350 gold head start to Mirror Mana is interesting. We'll see the Ludens finished quite after. Well, going for the Cull though is going to betray the potential advantage you could have gotten there. Lee Sin doesn't have the biggest edge though, so maybe it's better to go for something like the scaling. Yeah, don't follow that. So Canyon really not getting a lot here in the early game. LM is stealing his Jiggins. Canyon's going to be kind of sad, unless he's hit tapped and already knows. Flash is Swain. So LM is absolutely feasting in this early game. So around we could see a very large Herald play here, considering Lee Sin doesn't have Insec up because of that forced flash. So although Senna Seraphine is not a lane you want to swap, you want to Herald swap with. Zinzao looking for a little bite to eat mid lane. Senna actually did rotate up. Interesting. Playing through mid is not an often thing that supports do. Interesting enough, it's Teddy playing this support Senna. So, yeah, he bringing a uncharacteristic approach to this. Catch him surprised, right? As opposed to playing suboptimally, slightly. What a bad control word. Ooh, that was almost a giant trade for Showmaker. Misses the extra damage R though. LM, instead of hedging his bet towards Herald, goes for the Drake instead. So we'll see if Lee Sin gets back up. All in on the Seraphine. Brilliant play from Kellen. Gangplank ult also locks it down. So that's going to be one plate into Duck Dom. Gangplank actually got the gold top, which is kind of unfortunate. With both of these culls, I would watch out for like the threat of just scaling to eternity and losing all your early game objectives. I kind of pointed out interest in the Herald earlier, but they chose an earlier window on the Drake. I wouldn't say they necessarily got punished for it, but Dom1 did have that counterplay. Ooh, even with the tabbies here, Keen needs to watch out. Really, really low. Wow. Oh my god, Kellen is a Giga Chad. Jesus Christ. It's just a bot canyon for Kellen. Holy shit. I mean, with the center room up top, too. Canyon without flash, not looking to force. That's a pretty good look for him. I think Canyon generally performs worse when it feels as though his back's against the wall and he's the only one who could do anything. But also put in that scenario, you know, Canyon finds a lot more than most players do. But with Flash still not up for Canyon or about to come up, I don't think they should contest here. And it looks like generally by Kellen's pathing, they're not going to contest. As you see, Tom Kench going towards blue buff, bot side. I'm going to see if I can move my camera a little bit. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Damn, he's just waiting in the bush the entire time. What a savage. Alright. That's 2 easy kills on the very immobile Seraphine. Imperial Mandate completed for Swain, getting the early completion on a support item. It's supposed to be one of the more costly mage mythics. Nuguri should get 10 off of this wave. Most likely. Also, I'm just wrong, but... Oh, yeah, no, I'm just wrong. So Keen has a minor advantage. I mean, 20 CS is pretty big, so it's understandable. This Senna keeps roaming. My guy. Teddy, just stay bot lane. Showmaker has 10 levels advantage over Teddy. Okay, only 3 now. I think I said a 10 level and I'm in a 4 level one, but it's whatever. It is what it is. Showmaker's gotten relatively low in that coal, and with package here, they're going to scare away the freaks from contesting here. Uses the package to get the mid lane quicker. Giga Chad. So teleport out, Showmaker's catches in the coal. And now has a pretty good opportunity to either push in the next wave as Swain rotates bot, and then teleporting to the play. Wow. Wow, Canyon, you're crazy. You're actually insane. They even know that the Swain is rotating bot, so he intentionally engages a 3v4 and denies the plates from Herald? How insane. I don't think a lot of people will give him credit for that play, but Jesus Christ. Like if that Herald turns any wrong way, it's like fucked. You have ult to run him down? Or not even. Nuggery absolutely refuses to use his ult on Gnar. Swing comes up to protect the turret. Gnar gives him blue bolts by teleporting to the turret anyways. So roaming Gang Squad is going to meet Keen just as he's out of Mega Gnar. Almost predicts pretty cleanly as he leaves mini Gnar and Gnar comes out. So they're not able to punish Gnar's early flash there, but I wonder if because it's the Zinzao that Nuguri goes for Triforce. I think he probably goes Triforce every game. He's not one of those players. God, that kick on LM there to ensure that the Herald goes down. To make that space is pretty big. So a 4K gold lead with just 2 deaths here at 15 minutes. You know, if you're a Dalmon fan, which I am, it looks pretty good for us. In the middle of this game, I'm gonna watch the Dobby Showmaker video and give a reaction to that. Dobby is one of the best League of Legends content makers. Mostly does a lot of his work in Korean. And recently he's looked for English translations, which is pretty big. Wow. Giga Chad barrel chain. Full 5 rotating top for the second Herald here after plates have gone down does not inspire greatness. Damwon don't even need to really contest this. They can just send Nuguri bot lane to shove it. And that's actually what they're going to do. So Nuguri shoves bot lane, gets them bot prio for Drake. Showmaker should look to kind of match that positioning. So should give them a window to reset here, grab vision, go down towards the bot side of the map. Showmaker's going top lane though, but without teleport. So interesting play from our Elite 4 mid laner. My guy, Drake is up in 20. I mean, I guess you're Corky and you don't want to fight yet because you don't have your poke items yet and you don't have Merman completion. So I guess you can just extend a fight knowing that they're going to get mid-prio with Herald. I guess is the play. Okay. Corgi does back, but he's heading back. Bro. Bro, go bot lane. Please go bot lane. Oh, he has package. Okay. I'm an idiot. He was just timing package. I'm an actual idiot. Is Showmaker just gonna fucking kamikaze this shit? No. Drake goes down. Showmaker, buddy. Interesting. We're not letting him on mid turret though, so we're trading. Not even trading because we didn't give mid turret away. There's the Seraphine into Xin Zhao interaction, but the flank from Canyon was just too big. So giving a Drake when you're, what, 6k ahead, not always the best look, especially when you have Corki package. But at least we're getting mid lane for that. Damwon is a team that plays a lot centered around their mid lane, so having that down for the enemy team is a point they like to exploit a lot. Canyon has been looking for this flank forever. Great flash from Ellen. Lisa almost, yeah, Canyon almost got 2 for 1 on his kick, kicking Ellen through the Gnar, through Keen. Pretty big power spike here for Showmaker though. Does miss the cannon, so I guess it's just an FF angle, but holy shit, Nuggery is so clean on this GP. Good lord. Yeah, they can't. Grouping up like 4. I don't know, going 4-1 against a Gangplank. It doesn't ever seem like the good idea. Nuggery going for the efficient Campunk Chainsword. Second. Damwon, now with the confidence to start this Baron as Duck Dom starts unloading. He has white gun, green gun. So he is using his best combo on the Aphelios to pressure this Baron. And it's going to be for nothing. So having a gun swap is important for the fight. Could have come, but really sloppy play, I think, there for Canyon. And ducked on to start that. I would have wanted more pressure in the bot lane for Gangplank. Very interesting. So Damwon spinning their wheels a little bit. I think they can afford to spin their wheels before Corki gets Ravenous Hydra there. Just want to make sure that this Swain doesn't hit 3 items though, because it's going to be pretty hard to team fight once he gets Demonic. What? Did he smite it? What? What just happened there?
I did get the update, by the way, that about 5 minutes ago when we were discussing the first strike value for Showmaker, he had already gained 200 gold off of the rune. At that point, he has since gotten a lot more. I don't have.
Alright. Oh. Interesting. You know, sometimes this game, or sometimes League of Legends never fails at being a video game. That's at least how I felt playing Yi yesterday after the rework. Showmaker ticks up to 16 though. Starts hitting like Tiamat. We're gonna be in business. This could be another Drake going over towards Kongdong Freaks. Goki does get package here though. It is teleporting in, so should be even up the Drake score. You just package right on top of Senna Seraphine. I think they're done for. Dodging Senna Snare, pretty important. Poke going down onto Keen, but Keen is going to hit Mega here, so Kongdong are going to force on the Drake into Mega Gnar. See what Damon's answer is. This package, you have to think, has to come out before Mega Gnar, right? Mega Gnar's down, yeah. Green light. Boom. Showmaker makes a lot of space. Duck down Canyon, lock down the Drake, and the fight is done. Is dusted. Okay, you don't need to keep fighting. You just back up. You got the Drake. You can just stop if you want. I mean, it's pretty one here. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe taking your foot off the gas there. Maybe not the move. So a clean 0 for 5 ace. Interesting. Start pulling up that Dobby video. Hello? Oh, it's LoL Dobby, not Dobby. I'm hilarious. I'm so funny. It's a 10-minute video. Wild. So, capitalizing off that ace, we're getting buried. Kellen's hitting 3 items, which is really, really big. Guardian Angel? No shot. No shot you build Guardian Angel. I guess you already had Hourglass, so... Nuggery is doing the Alfari Gangplank build. I cannot say I am a fan, even though he's mechanically gifted at the champion. Showmaker pressing the W key. Swain still hasn't hit Demonic yet, which is really, really bad for the freaks here. If they have the call out on this Mega Gnar, they can force for a lot here. Mega Gnar still mid. Dead Man's Play for Lee Sin, by the way. That is a real thing that is happening on my screen. Why would we want a Black Cleaver or something like that? Why would we? What would we want? I guess we already have a Kenpunk. But what's else? Go Serpent's Fang. Oh yeah. I don't know. I guess the Flame for Canyon isn't quite there. I mean, as he's answering side waves, you could argue that Lee Sin getting places quicker gives him more value in the map than constantly shooting for an insect. Especially if he's able to split this pressure, it's got to be pretty impossible to kill Lee Sin. So, especially with kick up, so you can just threaten any side lane that he wants, as long as he doesn't get caught before Drake. They did end up, in the end, getting mid-turret, so it's not a perfect game for Damwon, but pretty close to one, that's for sure. Nuguri does get sniped out by the Seraphine. Nar, I guess Nar with the Son of Seraphine combo was like kind of cheeky alongside with the Zinzao. I can kind of get down. I'm down if Damwon wants to clown. Okay, Keen's dead. Damn. Oh my god, Canyon going in again. With a wave bot lane, I wonder if Damwon forces here. Forces for third and hip. Oh, excuse me. I just woke up, so with coffee and stuff, I yawn a lot. You gotta excuse me, but also going for the Rylai's instead of Demonic is kind of insane. Teddy perfectly flashes Q damage. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Smacking you around. Oh, unironically, Showmaker just went Serpent's Fang. Unironically. Holy shit. What a Giga Chad. Serelda's is pretty big here for Nuguri. Barrels are doing half of Teddy's HP bar. He has to flash Showmaker's rocket. That is a real thing that just happened. Someone needs to run top lane for the supers. I think it's free if you go there. Showmaker, buddy. Hit one. Hit one rocket. My guy. So Swain ult is wasted. And Canyon Insec is up. So they're waiting for the bot wave to push up here, and Aphelios is going to go down for it. Perfect. Okay. So Showmaker is free to miss a whole lot more rockets if he wants. Yeah, Canyon again also side laning here. Twisting the rack tighter here, Canyon. So he continues to pressure. He's even drawing the wave bot lane. Oh my god. Yeah. And now they have all the waves together. The super minions from top. Done deal. Textbook game from Dom 1 here. Now, if they could do this against a top level team, that'd be much appreciated. As Genji, T1, and DRX all have kind of. Oh, Dom wants. Yeah, Canyon fucking died. Good job, dude. So, perfect games from everyone except for Canyon. Overall, pretty good. I think the Gnar felt really flat. I don't think you can blind pick Gnar when top and jungle haven't been picked yet, because picks like the Volibear, picks like the Lee Sin come in and kind of handicap you. It's really bad. So I would not suggest you.
I recently made the mistake
do
of
that.
playing League of Legends at 4 a.m.
Yeah, me
You
too,
see, I
dude.
couldn't sleep directly
Me too. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Pretty Giga Chat pathing. Easy. Great video editing from Dobby here. Showing a similar light where he's pathing down, but then instead it goes for the blue buff instead. Nuggery's dead. No, he dies for the play. It's commitment, baby. Oh, never mind. That's the Vigo. Cool. Remember this state. Okay. Learning when to push someone's wave for them is like really, really big. Although people will relentlessly troll you though. Relentlessly flame you. Wukong abuser. Absolute Wukong abuser. Fleet footwork grapes. Oh my god, why? So Johnny does drop there. Pretty tight play. Just on a Nami combo. Vision Magician. What the fuck? Oh my god, this play is insane! Getting into pockets where you know your team is like rotating from one place to another is like really, really cool though. It's a mechanic. It's something done a lot in CS:GO. Is like if you're behind someone and you know that they're not, they don't know. If you know that they don't know, that means you're gonna like a teammate's gonna bait their own teammate into it unwillingly. Oh my god, Crown Talia has no damage. Oh? No shot. No shot that's a play that happened.
What's the one question?
What's
I
the
get
one
asked the
question?
most? What pans do you
What
use?
pans
at
do
home?
you use at
Well,
home?
today, I'm
Just make sure we're not in trap. They're all good. Bro. Fighting Wukong as he's like off of a buff like that is really bad because he has the build up on his passive. But Kane does not give a fuck. 0 fucks. Damn, I'm surprised he didn't sand shuffle or LoL. Oh, he is though. Funny. Whoa! What a fucking Chad. Okay, less of a Chad. Less of a Chad. I'll say, you know. Seemed like a little bit of a force to me. Okay. Okay. Thorns? Giga Chad? Word.
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best,
I really don't.
you've got to.
I mean, I kinda do. So, let's put it a little bit ago. It seems fitting. Oh, I think I watched this one. It's about like trading up to mid-wave, I think. Something like that. It's a good one. Almost all of LoL Dobby's videos are good. I would always recommend. This ace was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Wherever it is, or the weak spot, and you stopwatch, and even if you die, it's fine, because you already did your job, but you stopwatch and generally you survive. And then you make a Guardian's Angel, and then you do it again, and again. And if you get to that point, then there's no stopping you, and that's why this kind of 3-item spike with the Ludens and the Vermana and the Guardian Angel, that's like now the way you play Corki, because it's just the same thing every game.
It's not on the counterplay, and I'm glad I let you have that moment because you feel very strongly about it. But it is actually what happened there. It was a combination of the first strike gold, which actually amounted to about a kill, the attempts at roaming from Swain and team fights not really working out, and Dumbledore having basically perma-prio in every lane. I think Aphelios got 2 turrets, Showmaker got a bunch of free play gold, and then also the cull that he and Nuggery both cashed in on like relatively early. So what happened was there was such a big gold lead right from the get-go. The early Drakes from Bungman doesn't really translate into gold, so they never actually got the team fight on a relatively even footing. It's just the diff from like the laning phase. It's too big.
I think I heard something in my ear that said 1,164 damage.
By the end of it, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, gold earns
Yeah.
by the end of the game.
Makes sense.
From first strike. The POG is ready, guys. Let's take a look at who picks it up here for Dom on Kia. I have a sneaking. Ooh, it's Kellen.
I love that.
008.
Boom.
I love that. I was a coward.
I mean, Kellen was massive this game.
But
Absolutely massive.
Had the crucial game picks, or early laning picks on Moham repeatedly. Then secondly, his Devours took out any playmaking potential that was there, at any point really. And he really played a game of engage, and that didn't really do, wow, okay. Also benefiting, but I shelving, some Showmaker votes, some Canyon votes. We got everything.
I feel like it's a bunch of people trying not to vote for the corgi. It's like the only thing I can think of here. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna vote for something else. I don't care who it is. And Kellen, you know, he gets the majority for a good reason at the same time, so that's good. That's gonna do it for this segment of the Analyst Carpet Space. Let's go back to the casters for game number 2.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. And I voted for Kellen. I actually put it in our voting chat, and it was right there for everyone to see. And I assume my vote counted, and that's why he picked up the POG. 100% deserved. I think that he owned the early game and played a great game of League of Legends.
I thought honestly every player had an argument you could make for voting for them, and that's why we saw a great split vote there. And you know, I think it's ironic that Kronk and I think both were trying to
Kongdong have selected
our
blue side.
votes, and then we were the ones who
So
split
first pick
Kwangdong Freaks will
Wukong,
choose blue side
first
here,
pick
and
Seraphine,
that will
first pick
affect
Senna.
how this draft plays out pretty significantly, because we're not
Something we can
going to
watch out for.
be looking for any Seraphine counter.
Can we get a Lucian Nami one time? Okay, please don't do that.
Strong pick here. Something like an Azir for Fate, maybe. Maybe they take the Corki away, try to look for a Lucian lane for Teddy. Something like that.
No, don't first pick Lucian. Please don't. I think it was Azir. I believe it was Azir, Zeri, and Lucian banned away from Damwon last game. So we'll see if Kwangdong look for those same bans against Damwon, or if on blue side to look for something different. Okay, well, there's our answer. Let's see if Damwon wants to ban Wukong. Ban Wukong, ban, are they gonna ban the Poppy again? Lucian banned from the blue side. So Kwangdong will be able to ban like the Gangplank if they do want to return to something like the Gnar. Azir Corki taken off the table. I wonder if given the opportunity on something like the Zoe or the LeBlanc, if Showmaker will be able to stomp. Maybe go for something like the LeBlanc Yumi comp. Damwon have also tried like a Belveth Yumi comp, which it seemed really cheeky, but did not really work. I believe that was against DRX in game 1. So we'll see what Kwangdong Freaks want here. Zeri and Lucian are banned by them, so the Silas will be taken away. What's the Silas into? Is it a Rakan pick? It's a... Who are you picking Silas against? Like Volibear? Who? Maybe the Gnar? I honestly have no clue. I'm stumped by the Silas ban. I wonder why they want that. Okay, Senna is going to be the first pick. We'll see if they pair it up with the Seraphine. Or if Damwon looks to pick the Seraphine away in some sort of like Ashe Seraphine lane. Wukong is still on the table. Lee Sin on the table. Oh, Nagari's going to pick the Gnar with Silas off the table. I wonder if Keen will find that early aggressive pick into it alongside the Volibear. So this is the second time we've seen Kellen pick the Tahm Kench into the Senna, into the Seraphine lane. I cannot imagine this will be a Draven. Yeah, it'll be the Seraphine. So they're handshaking this trade again. We'll see if Damwon can come up on the winning side of it again with the blind pick Gnar, which I've already kind of dictated. I really, really do not like. If Fate picks mid lane here, they have a similar draft angle that Damwon had against the Gnar last time, leaving 4 and 5 to counterpick top and jungle against the Gnar. But instead, we're afraid that Gangplank won't make it through the next ban phase. We're picking that early aggressive answer into it. So Damwon either get to pick their ADC before it is pinched here or their jungle, leaving R5 for mid lane. Yeah, so they pick the ADC here. They're gonna R4 jungle and then counterpick their mid. So we'll see what the top jungle duo Kwangdong want to take into the Gnar. I'd be interested if Damwon even bans the Sejuani away. Oh, not the Sejuani. Excuse me. Sejuani's the top answer into Nuggery, or for Nuggery into Gnar, but they have the Gangplank here, so it won't be Sejuani. I wonder. The Poppy is banned away. Could be pretty good into that Gnar and pretty good into a R4 Lee Sin pick. If I'm Frakes, I'm perma spamming the ban Lee Sin button. Diana, take it off the table first. Some sort of really heavy AP engaged there would be really good into the Aphelios Tom Kench. Could be interesting. Trundle band away could even be some sort of like Belveth pick? Question mark? I don't think we can pick Belveth, but this should be just Lee Sin ban, right? Whoa, banning AP junglers. Oh, it's just the freest Lee Sin pick, right? Lee Sin Gnar isn't like too hot. But then you have R5 mage pick. Just Wukong? Yeah, Wukong did make it through. Huh. So going for the Wukong pick. More of a team fighting look. It's interesting though, because I don't think they'll always be able to team fight in the way that they want to, so going for those early skirmishes like Lee Sin is a little bit better into. Makes a lot more sense. Lissandra's just going to get popped by LeBlanc now. Any chewers in the chat? Lissandra Lee Sin. Pretty good disengage into the Wukong, but later on Lee Sin will do no damage to the Wukong, so something to be careful of. Also, with the early game playmaking cross map between the Gangplank being able to influence all trades versus the increased likelihood of taking those trades with the Lee Sin is something that Damwon will have to watch out for. A very scary team comp coming through for Guangdong. Zillion mid. They're just looking to permascale over the Lissandra. That's so cool. I think you're gonna perma lose that. I think this is a game 3 angle. The draft from Damwon is like really bad with this Gnar. But there's the potentiality that Zillion turbo stomps on this Lissandra pick. Because I definitely think they'll have enough damage in the late game between Senna and Gangplank. I don't think the armor, especially Wukong's armor, is going to be enough. wonder what predictions will say for this. 16%. Why not? Put a little points on the game too. Why not? I think it's so easy for freaks to play. And if a comp similar to this one is giving them wins over T1, surely it should give them wins over Damwon. If Damwon doesn't have the correct tools to fend off. I'm very surprised that Wukong got this far though. We'll see if Showmaker on Bjergsen's Zillion can perform here. Very low damage comp from Damwon as well. It's pretty much all in on the Diakdam Aphelios angle. With two very, very defensive ults in the Devour and the... Is it Cronenberg? Surely it's gotta be. Both junglers are going to be pathing up towards that top lane, so Nuguri needs to be really, really careful. I don't think this game is a good one for the 0-2 power spike that Nuguri likes to achieve. Oh, 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 Showmaker. The bomb gave me a lot of anxiety, at the very least, if not missing 2 CS in the first wave. I think with Kellen, if Kellen can't like make plays in the bot lane to get the Aphelios ahead, it's going to be really, really hard for Diakdam to kind of bridge this gap. Unless Fate just runs it. If Fate just straight runs it, it's pretty easy. Kenny just heals up though. Interesting interaction. Wukong just shows the wave in front of Lissandra. She's 1v1ing the Zillion. A bit of a bizarre turn of events. Interesting that Lissandra went for Sealed or Summoner Spellbook here, considering you are looking for some earlier plan of attack into the Zillion that the Zillion can't answer. But instead, we're going to handshake Summoner Spellbook, which has a lot more potential late game, as you're able to contest objectives with the additional smite. And as the game goes on, you're going to have more Summoner spells you have access to than most people. little bit of a CS lead for Dekdon, but it's because the wave is pushing in here, so it's going to even up a little bit. All things considered, Nuguri is doing pretty okay into this wave. It's about a wave down, give or take. Kind of expected for the Gnar. A lot of early items coming through for Showmaker here, which is, you know, last game was a little bit understandable with the tier and the coal, but this game, I don't know if you have that timer. So Gangplank has hit level 6 now, so either Wukong needs to look for some sort of play onto the Gangplank top, or everything ever else is not going to be actionable. They're about the 4v4 for this Drake. Kellen is baited in. Lissandra has no mana though. Showmaker does have ult if anything goes objectionably wrong. Okay, they did. This is a huge fight, and I think Damon's just massively up. 2 for 1. Both junglers die, so maybe Drake won't go down. Nuguri did look to pressure Keen's ult. So all things considered, getting that fight under the guise of Gangplank turning every 4v5 into a 5v5. Or every 4v4 into a 5v4 rather, excuse me. All things considered, that's a pretty good showing for Nuguri in that top lane, as he's even up the CS a little bit. So see when the Gangplank ult does come down, or maybe I'm just, straight lying to you. Yeah, it comes down. It separates Jukdam from the rest of Damwon, but not everyone moves on it until it's almost over. Which means that gives Gnar the freedom to blow ult top, looking for an advantage. Overall, you would be looking for the Lee Sin to give your team an advantage, but the Lee Sin here takes the kill and then still dies on the play, so you can't advance his team's quote-unquote board state, which is a little bit concerning. Okay, Darkdown is gunning down the Gangplank. I don't know if Alum hits these. Oh, okay, Alum definitely hits these. Never mind, I can't believe I would just lie to you like that. Might be. So maybe Dyukdam should have stayed on Herald there. after auto attacking it, but I guess it's whatever. I would expect Kwangdong to be getting heralds here. If Damwon can find some sort of play like they did last game with Lee Sin denying the plate charge, could be a really, really big play, but it should look as though Kwangdong have at least some sort of a platform to jump off of here, to start from. We'll see where Lee Sin does want to put it though. 5 plates are up and on all turrets, so it's not like one's weaker than the others. So we're just running it down mid. Teddy's gonna run with them, looking for souls of some sort. Pretty good play from Fate, getting 3 plates there. So a little bit of a gold advantage. With Gangplank's Cole in the top lane, you would expect that some sort of play would be able to be forced on him if Nagari isn't just like left alone to his own devices. Currently the most farm on the team. That's a really greedy play for Nagari. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a trade played mid and it's a trade played in mid though. So we're getting the plate. Oh? Oh? My god. There's no way he just found that. Oh, Canyon? Oh, we're giving the kill to Diakdom? No shot. I love my team. So all things considered, it's a 1-for-1 play in the top lane. Nuggery didn't use Flash. I believe Fate did, which is why they swapped out the summoner spells. I would assume. So already a pretty good portion of gold going over to Diakdam, which is something we like to see, considering he's pretty much the only Wukong here. So top laner is a swap bot. Oh, then Nuggery getting punished for taking that last wave. No plates have gone down in the top lane. In the mid lane, it's a different story though, as those 3 plates by Faye were taken relatively early because of that first herald. We see Kwangdong kind of gravitating around their Gangplank. Gangplank doesn't have ult though, so it's not like they have this cross map pressure that they're missing out on. As Daman look to start it with the Gangplank already down here. Surfine's rotating in, but currently is 4v5. And the Freaks give up. Canyon. Giga Chad taking wraiths in front of the enemy jungler. I don't think got any of them, but Nuggery's looking for a soul kill. Oh, if it weren't for that flash, I think he would have it. So they're traded. Canyon is coming down the Giga Chad. I don't need your wraiths. Kellen comes out, ensuring that the Devourer will save him if lethal is threatened. We went even on the plates. It's kind of cool how it's illustrated that Elam has gotten a minor advantage for his team, and that's been kind of counteracted by the individual prowess on by all of the laners from Damwon. Pretty interestingly illustrated there. Although it's kind of like a Rorschach test, you know. I could see anything. It's like reading tea leaves. Victim, you're dead, dude. No? Okay, never mind. Went for Q on the scuttle instead. So, Lee Sin is starting Herald for the second time here in the game. He stole the first one away. The second one he'll get on his own accord. Unless Cannon hits these. Yeah, Canyon is pretty zoned. But Yaktam's they're gonna do the same play that they did last time, trading the Drake for mid lane. They're trading Herald for this mid lane play. Moham flashes out. Yaktam is unloading on this turret. First one falls for Damwon. Always a good sign. Oh, he hits the barrel. Nuggery is kind of going ape mode on Keen, not gonna lie. Oh my lord. Nuggery is gonna be caught again here, right? Maganar. Yeah. No shot you live here. Dectoms. Yeah. Both Dectom and Showmaker are gonna push their lanes top and or mid and top respectively. We'll see what kind of back timer it gets them. As top laners are traded out by each other's team. I mean, that's just max DPS there. He just hit all of his abilities. Easy. Zillion actually doesn't recall it. Forces the turret down top lane. So, interesting punish for Fate and Elam's decision to pinch on the Gnar. Drop Herald mid for a mid turret. Understandable interaction. So we have 5 members versus 5 members here for Drake fight. Lissandra's just dead though. Dies with ult out. I can't say that's a good luck. That'll be Drake. So Unless Calling Dawn look for some sort of big play that gives them 2 or 3 Drakes in a row. It's going to be pretty rough for Teddy and the Freaks to get back into it. That's me. That's actually me. It's true. I'm a failed top laner who scrubbed out. I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, there is Nuggery on the screen who more or less did a Gimgoon, so more or less did a con. We're okay. We stand Nuggery. I think that's a dead pirate. I'm pretty sure. Sandra should just take this turret though. Probably doesn't have enough wave. Probably not enough health in the wave to actually take the turret, unfortunately. Sandra is teleporting to the play though. Lee Sin does have a bit of vision, and Canyon is very low, looking for turning a fight instead, which is a good look. Nuggery is soloing Ellen. Oh my god. Yeah, this game is over. Holy shit. What a big play from Nuggery. As well as Jukdon being able to step forward like he did. Showmaker doesn't even need to ult. It's just free. So that's gonna be the game though. I think the Senna Seraphine didn't kind of get there in time. Showmaker is sad. That could have been kind of bad, no? Maybe they don't have the people there to actually, like, kill Kellen, but that is GP ult down, which means you can just go top and kill him. Go get the pirate buff. Funny. Really broke his ankle, but Canyon, that's a dead Canyon. The Magi's ticking up for Zillion. Very scary. not much to say here. Diakdom does way too much damage for anyone to actually like deal with. Probably 2 shots Teddy. Probably auto. Gale Force. Teddy's dead. Kind of sucks when Wukong, Zillion mid lane jungle duo is getting all the Drakes into your Lee Sin Lissandra comp. Seems not fun. Especially with Diakdom on 3 items here for Aphelios, it's pretty lights out. Teddy has been doing nothing for the past like minute. I swear to God, he's just running around the river. Teddy actually is just doing nothing. Actually nothing. They're just like letting him end the game. What the fuck? What did I just watch? He's like, yeah, you can take it. There you go. Alright, well, I guess that was the series. It's always nice to touch in with Dom 1, see how they're drafting, see what's up. The Lee Sin priority was kind of surprising, but not too surprising with the Poppy pick, or the Poppy ban early. Cliston, Lucian band is always good to see. Azir, Corki, I'll take it off the table. So interesting to see how that impacts draft. The drawing with the Cubs head on the Valvath was great, but alright. But I appreciate you sticking by, and yeah, if you watched all of it, you like me covering that one, leave so in the comments. I always appreciate those, and yeah, appreciate it. Next time.